In this podcast episode, Dr. Ramani Durvasula delves into the complexities of narcissistic relationships, the psychological patterns that underpin them, and the impact they have on individuals. Through her extensive experience in the field, Dr. Ramani provides valuable insights into recognizing narcissistic behavior, understanding its origins, and navigating relationships with narcissistic individuals. Dr. Ramani begins by emphasizing that the emotional toll of narcissistic relationships can be profound, regardless of their duration. She notes that individuals who have endured 2-year relationships with narcissists can feel just as wrecked as those who have been in such relationships for decades. The intensity of the relationship, the intertwining of lives, and the emotional investment all contribute to the psychological damage inflicted. The critical first step in healing is recognizing that something is wrong. This awareness allows individuals to begin to understand the patterns of narcissistic behavior and to accept that these dynamics are unlikely to change. Radical acceptance is a key concept that Dr. Ramani discusses. This involves acknowledging that the patterns of behavior exhibited by narcissists will not change, especially not on the victim's watch. Many individuals remain trapped in these relationships due to a phenomenon known as future faking, where narcissists make promises of change that never materialize. This leads to a cycle of hope and disappointment, causing individuals to invest more time and energy into the relationship, often at the expense of their own well-being. As individuals come to terms with the reality of their relationships, they often experience a tidal wave of grief. This grief is not only for the relationship itself, but also for the loss of the future they envisioned. Dr. Ramani highlights that this process can feel akin to mourning a death, as individuals grapple with the loss of dreams, family structures, and the love story they hope to have. Recognizing this grief is essential for healing, as it allows individuals to process their emotions and begin to make choices about their future. Dr. Ramani also points out that healing from narcissistic abuse is often more challenging for those who remain in the relationship. The analogy of secondhand smoke is used to illustrate this point. Just as living with a smoker can affect one's health, staying in a narcissistic relationship can hinder personal growth and healing. However, she emphasizes that it is possible to create a support system and build healthy relationships, even while still engaged with a narcissistic partner. A significant part of the healing journey involves individuation, or the process of rediscovering one's authentic self outside of the narcissistic relationship. Dr. Ramani encourages individuals to explore their interests, values, and desires, which may have been suppressed during their time with a narcissist. This journey of self-discovery is crucial for rebuilding a sense of identity and agency. Dr. Ramani acknowledges that while healing is possible, it is not without its challenges. Survivors of narcissistic abuse often carry wounds that may never fully heal, leading to increased discernment and caution in future relationships. This heightened awareness can be a double-edged sword. While it protects individuals from future harm, it can also lead to cynicism and distrust. Therapy plays a vital role in the healing process, providing individuals with a safe space to explore their experiences and emotions. Dr. Ramani discusses the importance of finding a therapist who understands the dynamics of narcissistic relationships and can help individuals navigate their feelings of shame, self-blame, and confusion. She also highlights the value of journaling and mindfulness practices, which can aid in self-reflection and emotional processing. Dr. Ramani delves into the definition of narcissism, explaining that it is a personality style characterized by a lack of empathy, entitlement, grandiosity, and superficiality. While many people may exhibit narcissistic traits at times, true narcissism is marked by consistent patterns of behavior that cause harm to others. The distinction between narcissistic personality disorder and narcissistic traits is crucial. The former is a clinical diagnosis made by mental health professionals, while the latter refers to behaviors that may not meet the criteria for a formal diagnosis, but still impact relationships. The prevalence of narcissism in society is a topic of ongoing debate. Dr. Ramani notes that while narcissistic personality disorder is estimated to affect 1 to 6% of the population, the rates of clinically significant narcissistic traits may be much higher. This discrepancy highlights the need for greater awareness and understanding of narcissism in various contexts, including workplaces and intimate relationships. Dr. Ramani explores the origins of narcissism, suggesting that it can stem from a combination of factors, including childhood experiences and parenting styles. Children who grow up in environments characterized by conditional love, neglect, or overindulgence may develop narcissistic traits as a coping mechanism. However, not all children raised in such environments become narcissistic. Many develop other psychological issues instead. The concept of overspecialness is also discussed, where children are told they are more special than others, leading to a sense of entitlement. This can create a fragile sense of self that relies on external validation, making individuals more susceptible to narcissistic traits. Dr. Ramani emphasizes that while these pathways can contribute to narcissism, they do not guarantee it, as many individuals navigate adversity without developing narcissistic tendencies. The podcast also touches on the adapt nature of narcissism, particularly in competitive environments. Dr. Ramani explains that narcissistic individuals often excel in settings that reward assertiveness and confidence, such as the workplace. However, this success does not translate to healthy relationships where empathy and cooperation are essential. Dr. Ramani uses the example of baboons to illustrate the impact of narcissism on social dynamics. In a study conducted by Dr. Robert Sapolsky, baboon troops with dominant narcissistic males experienced higher stress levels and lower overall health. When these alphas were removed from the group, the remaining baboons thrived, highlighting the detrimental effects of narcissism on collective well-being.